into this and actually go from scratch how I would go about setting up a Facebook ad campaign using a technique that I like to call the micro split test. And what this does, guys, is it allows you to get the fastest amount of very accurate data about your audience that's going to get you more buyers quickly without spending a fortune to find your perfect buyer. So let's do gaming keyboard. All right, so gaming keyboard, and whenever I'm browsing AliExpress, I like to sort by orders, just because orders gives you a little bit more kind of information as to what people are actually buying, right? Because if there's a ton of orders here, that probably means that a lot of people are successfully drop shipping it, because with drop shipping, they wouldn't order it unless they'd already sold it. And so the most orders kind of shows what I like to see. For $7.43 here, we've had success selling this product for $49.95 because it glows. It has that kind of perceived value, like I've talked about in a lot of my Shopify videos. So let's talk about how I would actually target people that would be interested in buying this keyboard, right? If you need a tutorial on how to actually import this product to your Shopify store and all of that, take a look at our completely free training. It will be the first link in the description, our Shopify training, where we're gonna go through that and a bunch of other stuff showing real products that I actually sell all the time that are making a ton of profit for me on my Shopify store. So how would we actually target this particular product, right? If I was trying to find people who were interested in buying this gaming keyboard, how would I do it? So the first thing that I would do, guys, is I would start with Audience Insights. And so Audience Insights is a really cool tool that I talk about all the time that shows you information about people on Facebook, right? So before we enter any specific interests, it's showing us that 54% of all of Facebook is women, 46% of all of Facebook is men. But if we add an interest here, like Twitch, right? Twitch TV or twitch.com is a website where people watch other people stream video games. So it's a perfect example of something that if somebody likes the Twitch page on Facebook, then they're also probably likely to be, in the market and buy a gaming keyboard. So we're going to click Twitch here, and now we see that 54% of women changed to 15%. And why that happened was because 85% of people on Facebook who like Twitch are men, right? But a really cool part of Audience Insights, and we're going to go through this super quick because I've talked about it before, is it shows you other things that people are likely to also like. Right, so Major League Gaming, Alienware is a huge one, right? Alienware is a big kind of gaming keyboard company. Twitch, Overwatch, Elder Scrolls, Destiny, Nintendo, right? A ton of really good stuff here. So I'm gonna keep this open, guys, and then we're gonna talk about how to actually do this, right? And so let's say that you wanna sell a product, but you don't know anything about it, right? Maybe you found a product and you knew it was related to video games, but you aren't familiar with video games, you don't know what Twitch is. Another thing you can do is just type in, video games here. And if you type in video game, and where we are right now actually is we're just creating an ad set, right? So inside of the ad set, there's this detailed targeting section. So if we click video games here, what we can do, and a lot of people don't know this actually, is Facebook will give us other suggestions, right? So like PC gamer is a good one, PlayStation, Xbox, right? Fortnite, all of these different suggestions that we can then check as well. So let's actually go about building this audience, right? And how I like to do that is actually just using a split screen. So I'm gonna put half the screen on this side, half the screen on this side, so I can have Audience Insights open while I'm building out this ad set. So we're gonna call this one gaming keyboard micro split test. And the point of micro split testing, guys, is to figure out which interest is going to perform the best with the least amount of money, right? Because the people who succeed at Facebook ads are the ones who test. And we're gonna show you how to test very quickly using very small budgets, because you never know how the market's gonna react. Like I can make a bunch of guesses, and sometimes I'm so completely surprised, even after years and millions of dollars spent on Facebook ads, as to what works and what doesn't. Based on interest, because somebody who likes Alienware might be 5 times more likely to buy this specific gaming keyboard with this specific audience in this specific place than somebody who likes, Rooster Teeth, for example. And so what we're going to do, guys, is we are going to actually build this out a little bit. And so what we can tell by the demographics is these things are kind of true throughout, right? So we're not going to split test really except for 2 times on age. So what we're going to do is we are going to actually come up to where it says create multiple new ad sets. And this is a great trick that is going to save you guys so much time. So if you aren't paying attention, pay attention to this little part, because it's going to literally completely change the way that you advertise on Facebook. And so create multiple new ad sets. And what we're going to do is we are going to do a couple of age ranges, right? So let's just keep it simple for now in the United States. But I would like to split test the United States, the UK, Canada, Australia, kind of the big four of Shopify, in like another tutorial. But yeah, I mean, I'll show you how to do that really quickly just with the UK. So we're going to choose ads location variation. And then instead of the United States here, we're going to do United Kingdom. United Kingdom. And what you'll notice now is the 2 ad sets up here has changed, right? So the total budget is up to 40, and we're going to talk about that in a second. And we're also going to do an age range variation because we see people who like Twitch, right? People who like video games, because Twitch is synonymous with video games. So that's why I'm choosing this one. It's like the most related thing I could possibly think of for video games. So people who like Twitch are almost 50% of people who like Twitch are 18 through 24, and the other almost 40% is 25 through 34. So we're going to do something like this. We're going to choose 18 through 24-year-olds. And then we're going to add, because that's the biggest portion here, and then we're going to add an age range variation, and we're going to do 25 through 34-year-olds. And the reason we're going to do that is because the other 38% is in that age range. And so now we have a couple of permutations going. When I say permutations, I just mean, different split tests, like a different ad set, right? And you saw that when I added these 2, it jumped from 2 ad sets to 4 ad sets, and now our daily budget's 80. So it's good to keep an eye on that. We're going to do English here. And instead of choosing all for gender, since only 15% is women, we don't really want to waste our ad impressions on women in this particular case because, 85% of the people who are interested in Twitch, which is synonymous with video games, which is synonymous with gaming keyboards, are men, right? So we're going to choose men here just because it's going to be a little bit more likely to be profitable kind of from the start. And so now we're going to go over to page likes, right? Because page likes are detailed targeting for the most part. And not every page is going to be available in detailed targeting, but most of them should, for the most part. So what we're going to do, guys, is we are going to add a bunch of stuff here. We're going to choose Twitch, right? 21 million people like that. We're going to choose that one. And then we're going to go to add detailed targeting variation, right? When we add this detailed targeting variation, and I want you guys to see this really quick, right? So there's 4 ad sets right now. But since there's other variations, like there's one for United States, United Kingdom, there's ones for ages, right? Now when we press add detailed targeting variation right here, instead of going from 4 to 5 or 4 to 6, it's going to go from 4 to 8, right? Because of the permutations. And so 4 to 8, right? And then the next one that we're going to choose is Major League Gaming. If somebody likes the Major League Gaming page, then they're very, very likely to want, an above standard, an above average keyboard, a gaming keyboard, and they'd probably be more likely to pay significantly more for that gaming keyboard. So let's choose a couple other ones. We could also choose Alienware, because Alienware is kind of known for being, competitive gaming computer gear. And so we're going to choose Alienware here. Oops, Alienware. And so now we have 3. Maybe we can choose one more, like Nintendo, Newegg, Blizzard, Twitch, Overwatch. Let's choose one more. We'll do let's do Fortnite because it's super popular right now. Fortnite, 61 million people. So that 8 went to 12, right? And so now what we're going to do, guys, is we are going to quickly edit the placements. And, I explained why I do this in some of my other videos. But I've just proven, that the Facebook feeds are significantly more profitable for these type of ads. And we go over all of the different types of ads, super, super in-depth in the Facebook Ads Ninja Masterclass. If you guys are interested, there will be a link in the first link in the description. It's completely free training, talking way more about that. So now what we're going to do, guys, and since we have 12 ad sets, right, what I like to do is spend $3 per day per ad set, $3 to $5. I generally spend $5, but if you're more on a budget, you can do $3, right? So I'm going to do 12 times 5, which is $60, and this is a daily budget. You can also do lifetime, but we're going to do 12 times 5, which is 60, right? So we're going to do $60 a day, which means it's $5 per ad set. And even distribution versus balanced distribution, all this means is if you have 12 ad sets, all 12 will get the same amount of impressions. Or if you do balanced distribution, let's say that you had one ad set that had like a huge interest like Twitch with like 21 million, and you had one ad set with like Major League Gaming that had 1 million. Obviously 21 million is much larger, so it should get 21 times more of the ad budget since there's more people to show it to. So I like to do even distribution just to keep everything even for now. And then what we're gonna do is click continue. And so that, guys, is how you create micro split tests on interest, right? And that's how you use audience insights to come up with what your best page likes would be for a particular product, right? And the product that we found has a hugely passionate fan base, which is gamers. It has perceived value because it has a kind of the LED backlights. You know, it's very, very inexpensive relative to how much you can sell it for on Amazon. These go for, you know, even like $100 or more per unit. And this is just a great type of product that we've made a lot of money, you know, drop shipping from on Shopify with, using this exact micro split testing method. And what you're going to find, guys, is some of these ad sets are going to perform better. Some of these ad sets are going to perform worse, right? Maybe 2 out of the 12 have purchases that are profitable for you. Maybe 3 out of the 12 have, you know, break even, and then maybe you know, the rest of them have negative margins or aren't being profitable, right? So what you can do is you can pause the ones that aren't performing, you can scale the ones that are profitable, and then the ones that are profitable, you can duplicate those ad sets and then test them with other types of interest, guys. And that is a little bit more complicated, you know, how to optimize and scale ads. But again, we do talk about all of that in the Facebook Ads Ninja Masterclass. If you guys are interested, free training down in the description, guys. So that is micro split testing for Shopify products. We've made a lot of money doing this exact strategy, guys, where we do our research with audience insights and then we just split test based on the best interest relative to that product. Micro split test, scale the winners, pause the losers, and just start to optimize from there, guys. It's very, very profitable and easy to do if you do it this way, and you don't have to have a huge budget to do it, guys. So if you haven't, make sure that you do click that little subscribe button, turn on the notification bells, because we are giving away $100 daily plus thousands of dollars of courses for you guys every single day. And I want to give a huge shout out to our winner yesterday right here. So congratulations on that. Shoot us a message and we will get you hooked up with $100 straight to your PayPal and thousands of dollars worth of courses daily, guys. So I love you guys so much. Until next time, see you on the next.